Hello, beautiful, beautiful goddess women. I just wanted to hop on here for a moment and just remind each and every one of you how truly divine, truly beautiful, and how truly special you are, how worthy you are, how much you are deserving of love, of compassion, of kindness, of consideration. And I wanted to tell you and be vulnerable about my past and how I have had deep moments of feel of unworthiness. I spent my whole life, and I mean my whole life, looking for love, looking for this divine partner, this soulmate. It was all I ever wanted as a kid. I started planning my wedding when I was 10. As a teenager, I fell into what I have found that a lot of women go through of looking for love outside of them. And looking for love outside of me turned into years of being promiscuous, years of me thinking that if I gave a man what he wanted, that he would love me. And because of this, there was years of pain as a teenage, girl of not being wanted, not being loved, not being seen, and only being wanted for my body. And I remember being a teenage girl and not understanding in my little teenage girl mind of, why men didn't want me, because I was so filled with love and I had so much to give. And, soon I had learned the lesson of just worthiness and respect and realizing that before anyone could physically penetrate my body, that they first needed to penetrate my heart. They needed to penetrate my soul. They needed to penetrate my mind. And that a foundation of love and kindness had to be built before I could build that house. And I look back at these moments of me overcoming all of what was really just feelings of being unworthy, feelings of feeling like I'm unloved and I'm not wanted. And that's all I wanted was love. And, I eventually learned that lesson. But even after I learned that lesson, I still struggled in love. I still had beautiful long-term relationships, and in these long-term relationships, it didn't matter how much these men, who loved me, told me they loved me. It didn't matter how much they said they wanted me. I still felt unloved. I still felt unwanted. I still felt undesired. And again, that was a lot of work that I did, a lot of work of overcoming this negative thought and these negative feelings of unworthiness, of not being loved. And I felt that the only way that I could ever know someone loved me and wanted me was to be married. And it didn't matter how much they told me they loved me. If they didn't propose to me, if they didn't want to get married, I didn't think they loved me. And it escalated to every single breakup I ever had. I broke up with a man because they didn't love me. Well, I thought they didn't love me because they didn't want to marry me. So I broke up with all these men because they didn't want to marry me. Let's fast forward to, where I'm at now, and I'm now with my partner, and, even now as, I am moving towards legal marriage, and, I am married in my heart, and I am married in my soul to my partner, and we're preparing for this wedding. I still have moments of wondering, does he still love me? Does he actually love me? That now I finally, ladies, I finally have what I always wanted. I have a man that wants to be married to me. I have a man that wants to spend the rest of his life with me. I have what I always wanted. And even now, as I have what I always wanted, there were still crazy thoughts that go on in my mind of, he doesn't love me. He doesn't want me. Why does he want to read a book and not spend time with me? These crazy, irrational thoughts still go through my mind. And I am here to teach and show every single one of you that these thoughts and these feelings that you have, even when you get to where you want to go, you're still going to have moments of imposterness. You're still going to have moments of feeling fake. Like, is this real? Is this love real? Do they really want me? Am I wanted? Am I worthy? Am I loved? And that is why I teach what I teach, because at some point, through this process of these negative thoughts that I've gone through, I've learned to observe these negative thoughts and observe these negative feelings and stop them and move them into a beautiful new language of love, of I am worthy, I am loved, I am wanted. And I've learned to now shift this negative thoughts and these negative feelings that I still have, and we always will have, into now shifting it to, wait a second, Jenna, you're being irrational. You are being a little crazy right now. And finding the evidence and finding the love and finding the encouragement to then talk myself out of the crazy. To realize that what I have is what I've always wanted. And I know that a lot of you women may feel the same way I feel. You may have these feelings and, thoughts that are irrational. You may have feelings of being unloved and being unwanted and being unneeded. And I am here to tell you that you are not alone in this. And I want to invite you, if this is resonating with you, if you've felt these feelings before, if you've had similar experiences that I have talked about, then I want to invite you to Friday. I am doing an event. I am doing a talk on love, sacred sexuality, and healing. And I would like to invite each and every one of you guys to just come. It's a completely free event. I will start it off by just leading us in meditation, giving a little bit of a talk, and then it will just be an open discussion, an open dialogue, where we are being open and vulnerable and honest, just like I am right now, to each and every one of you about our journey in love and sacred sexuality and healing, and just holding that space for sacred goddess women, holding the space to support each other, to love each other, to honor each other, so that we know that we are not alone, to bring up the vibration of the feminine energy, to heal yourself from these negative thoughts, these negative feelings. And know that these feelings and these emotions and thoughts that overwhelm your mind are natural, they are normal, and that you are not alone in them. So I invite you to this talk. I love sacred sexuality and healing. If this resonated, sign up below. It's completely free. no cost, just us talking. I thank each and every one of you for just being yourself. And I remind you that you are loved, you are wanted, you are deserving, you are deserving of everything that you want, everything that you need. You're beautiful just the way that you are, completely unfiltered. There's no amount of makeup or doing your hair that's going to make you more beautiful than you already are. So I invite you to come as your own raw, authentic self and come with an open and expanded heart. I love you.